The fact that in the EPL, they just had a similar play where a guy went for a tackle, but he got all ball on the tackle and then followed through, and his foot hit the ankle, just like what Sanabria did. He got a red card, and it ended up being a penalty kick. All right.
Well, you can't see Drew Fisher here, so I don't know where he is. I think maybe when he goes through that film, what he's going to say is like, I mean, this was so obvious. His only excuse would be, I didn't see it, which might be legitimate. Maybe he was in a different position. One thing about that's happened with soccer recently, I'd say in the last 15 to 20 years, we have a guy like Garces, as we know last week, ran the length of the field ran 100, 23 miles an hour.
23.54 miles an hour was his.
Yeah, that's borderline Olympic sprinter type speed. And we have 22 players on the field now doing that. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, and they're smarter. They know how to fool referees. And my point was going to be not to give Drew Fisher any excuse, but the assistant referees are supposed to help a little bit. The fourth official just basically explains things to the benches. You have one guy trying to control 22 people over 100-yard field, 50 yards wide, with the athletes much bigger, stronger, and faster. And there has been talk, I've heard talk before about maybe a two-referee system, one referee on each side of midfield. That may come to pass soon, because you just can't have one guy running up and down the field all day long watching 22 world-class sprinters. It's just too hard.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'll say this though: even if you had two referees, and having now been a proponent of VAR and thinking that VAR was going to solve a lot of problems, and I think it does solve some problems. But again, without the initiative to act, then there's no answers for this.
You're right about VAR. You would say the VAR excuse would be like, look, one official, as I just said, one official can't do that. Use VAR. I read somewhere the other day, and I don't know if this is true. I didn't look it up, but someone said a regulation NBA court is about the size of the penalty area.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
If that's right, there are three. The NBA just expanded officials. There are three. NHL expanded officials. Hockey rink is much smaller than a regulation soccer pitch. So if the NBA can have three officials in the penalty area, why can't soccer have two officials in a 100-yard long, 50-yard line wide pitch, 75 yards wide, actually.
With the ARs and all that stuff, I understand what you're saying. I mean, there's a lot of coverage. There's a lot of things that they're looking at. So, again, just looking at that. But